Welcome. In this chapter, we will dive into the fascinating world of networking and the Internet. Networking plays a vital role in our modern interconnected world. It enables devices to communicate, share resources, and access information across vast distances. Understanding computer networks and the Internet is essential for anyone interested in the field of technology. In this chapter, we will explore various aspects of computer networks, starting with an introduction to computer networks themselves. We will learn about different types of networks, network topologies, and the fundamentals of network protocols. We will delve into the concepts of local area networks, LANs, and wide area networks, WANs, understanding their characteristics, usage, and the technologies that enable their functioning. We will also explore network protocols and communication models that facilitate data exchange and reliable communication between network devices. Furthermore, we will dive into the intricacies of file transfer, network security, and the various protocols that make the Internet work seamlessly. By the end of this chapter, you will have a comprehensive understanding of how networks are designed, organized, and utilized. So let's begin our exploration of networking and the Internet and uncover the fascinating mechanisms that connect us all. Introduction to computer networks. A computer network refers to a collection of interconnected devices that are designed to communicate with each other and share resources. These devices can include computers, servers, routers, switches, and other networking equipment. Computer networks play a crucial role in facilitating communication, data sharing, and collaboration among computers. They enable us to send emails, browse the web, stream videos, and access remote resources. Without computer networks, the Internet as we know it today would not exist. There are different types of networks, including local area networks, LANs, wide area networks, WANs, metropolitan area networks, MANs, and personal area networks, PANs. Each type of network has its own characteristics and applications. Let's move on to the next slide to explore network topologies. Network topologies. In computer networks, topology refers to the arrangement of nodes and their interconnections. There are several common network topologies that define how devices are connected within a network. The first topology is the bus topology, where devices are connected to a common communication line called a bus. This topology is simple and cost-effective, but can suffer from performance issues if multiple devices transmit data simultaneously. The second topology is the star topology, where devices are connected to a central hub or switch. This topology provides better performance and scalability, since each device has a dedicated connection to the central hub. Another topology is the ring topology, where devices are connected in a circular loop. In this topology, data travels around the ring in one direction, passing through each device in sequence. There is also the mesh topology, where each device is connected to every other device in the network. This topology offers high redundancy and fault tolerance, but requires a large number of connections. Hybrid topologies are also common, which combine two or more of the above topologies to meet specific network requirements. Each network topology has its own advantages and disadvantages in terms of cost, scalability, reliability, and performance. Let's proceed to the next slide to explore network protocols and communication models. Network protocols and communication models. In order for devices in a network to communicate effectively, they must adhere to specific rules and standards known as network protocols. Network protocols define how data is transmitted, formatted, addressed, and interpreted across the network. The OSI, Open Systems Interconnection, model is a widely accepted conceptual framework that defines the functions of each layer in the communication process. It consists of 7 layers: physical, data link, network, transport, session, presentation, and application. At each layer of the OSI model, specific protocols are used to handle the corresponding functions. For example, the Ethernet protocol operates at the data link layer, while the Internet Protocol, IP, operates at the network layer. The TCP/IP Transmission Control Protocol/Internet Protocol. Suite is the most commonly used protocol suite in the context of the Internet. It provides a reliable and standardized way for devices to communicate over networks. Various protocols exist at each layer of the OSI model and the TCP/IP suite, such as HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, IP, Internet Protocol, and DNS, Domain Name System. Understanding network protocols and the layered communication models is essential for designing, implementing, and troubleshooting computer networks. Let's move on to the next slide to explore local area networks, LANs, and wide area networks, WANs. Local area networks, LANs, and wide area networks, WANs. In the realm of computer networks, we commonly encounter two types: local area networks, LANs, and wide area networks, WANs. Let's explore these network types in more detail. A local area network, LAN, refers to a network that covers a relatively small geographic area, typically within a single building or campus. LANs are commonly used in homes, offices, schools, and other small-scale environments. They provide high-speed data transfer rates and allow devices to communicate and share resources within the local network. On the other hand, a wide area network, WAN, spans a larger geographic area, often connecting multiple LANs across different locations. WANs can extend across cities, countries, or even continents. They utilize various technologies, such as leased lines, satellite links, and internet connections, to connect distant networks. WANs enable organizations to establish communication and data sharing between their different branches or offices. LANs and WANs differ in terms of their coverage, transmission speeds, and ownership. LANs offer faster data transfer rates and are typically privately owned by individuals or organizations. WANs cover larger areas and often rely on public communication infrastructure, such as the Internet, to connect geographically dispersed networks. Now that we have explored the basics of computer networks, we hope you found this chapter on networking and the Internet informative. If you enjoyed the content, please like this video and share it with others who may benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive notifications about future lessons and updates. Thank you for joining us on this journey through computer networks. We look forward to exploring more exciting topics in the next chapter. See you in the next lesson.